Picture this. You're teaching a class and all of a sudden, students start dozing off. At lunchtime, you speak to a colleague and the same thing is happening. Problem? Sleepy students. Potential? Solutions? New curriculum. What should you do? Visit your instructional coach. Let me explain. Hi, I'm Karen Falzerano, instructional coach at Stafford Public Schools in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. I've been an ELA teacher for 24 years and an instructional coach for the last 2. That's a total of 26 years in public education. One of my greatest passions is integrating higher level thinking skills and rigor into teachers' classrooms. I have been fortunate to be working in this district, like I said, for the last 26 years, and for the last 2, I have been working as an instructional coach. One of my greatest accomplishments has been teaching for the last 24 years in English language arts. But since the pandemic, we have seen a fall in engagement, and rigor has been on the downward slide. So, if you've ever walked into a classroom and seen a bunch of students not engaged, but increased rigor is what you want, maybe what you need is a podcast in your life. So, according to Horwath, half of U.S. citizens aged 12 to 34 listen to podcasts. We should begin incorporating podcasts into daily instruction to bolster engagement. Podcasts are our future. It's a 21st century skill. There's an estimated 3.4 million podcasts out there. There's literally a podcast for everyone and every type of learner. Students can create their own podcast instead of writing an essay. They're easy, accessible, and free to create with only minimal software that's already installed on your PC and or Apple and your smartphone. It's a free resource, and schools love things that are free and budget friendly. Podcasts can have lots of academic benefits as well. They help increase rigor. They help increase engagement. They help boost listening and language arts skills. They help make complex ideas more accessible. They expose students to vocabulary and language patterns. The ask is that in order to boost engagement, I suggest podcasts in every English language arts and history class by fall of 2024. Currently, we have Mr. Smith and Mrs. Torres pilot testing lists. We have specific grade level professional development as school starts in the fall. We hope teachers will add 1 podcast into their instructional practice in semester 1 and 2 podcasts in semester 2. Below, you'll see a link to a Google form for stakeholder feedback. It's best practice. So you see incorporating podcasts into the curriculum at Stafford High's best practice because students, quote, have been reported that listening to audio content has made it easier to focus and comprehend because they found content more engaging and preferred audio over print. Lopez, Orlowski, and Cotimer also state, quote, that listeners who report that they multitask are less likely to answer exam questions correctly than other listeners, end quote. And new technologies like podcasts have been alluring for instructors to find new ways to meet the needs of students when they're able to encourage greater engagement for students, end quote. And some students who were recently polled said, I like to learn from podcasts about things from the world, pop culture, and politics. And podcasts help me focus and pass the time as I learn something new. And I hope that we have more podcasts in our classes. So thank you for your time and have a great day.